Hi there, I'm Jordan and this is Mel. Before we get started, I just have a few announcements to make. Toilets are out the front door and to the left for the ladies and to the right for the gentlemen. And then in case the fire alarm goes off, we just have to go down the stairs, out the front to the car park to safety. Well, now the formalities are done, let's get into the juicy stuff. Simplifying payroll.
Thanks, George, for that brilliant introduction.
No, you're welcome.
So today we're just chatting about payroll and how we can make it easier. There's been a lot of, news items recently about businesses stuffing up their payroll and it costing them a large amount of money and potentially their businesses as well. So, payroll is a mainstay of business and it's a really important thing to get right from the get-go. So there's a couple of things that you can do. The biggest thing is automating.
So I guess with automation we start with software, and that just pretty much compatibility and integration is one of the main keys.
Yeah, so there's a lot of softwares out there. I guess the biggest one that we deal with on a day-to-day basis is Xero, which has payroll built into the back of it. Mob, again, has payroll built into the back of it, and so does QuickBooks Online. There are, however, some payroll solutions out there that aren't accounting products as such. They're purely designed for payroll. So it depends really on the size of the business and what kind of levels of compliance you have, how many employees and how complex your payroll is. These days for a small business entity, Xero is probably a good way to start and see how that goes, fitting with your needs.
Yep. I guess with Xero it does come with employee self-service, so you have like your leave management and that kind of stuff. You can pull reports for superannuation, pay-as-you-go withholding is kind of all done automatedly. So
yeah, it's really handy. So if you've got employees applying for leave, they log into their own portal, they put in a leave application, send it off for you to approve, and then you just tick it off and bang, it all flows through the payroll, takes their leave out of on their pay slips, and when you run payroll, it makes it really easy. Gives them the ability to update some of their own details in there as well. They can download their pay slips, so there's none of that good old emailing pay slips out, or back in the day having to physically hand over pay slips, so that makes it easier. It's got some ability to store documents on, which is really quite handy, and it's got expense claim management as well as visa management and some ability to manage certifications of people in the business. So
it's always handy. Small business, all done for you. You also have timesheets. It also is pretty good with casual employees.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess just with fluctuating hours of casual employees and that kind of stuff, rostering, it's quite handy with that, and that process is quite simple and smooth. So if you are a business that has a lot of casual employees, this would be a good way to go down for you.
Yeah, for sure. Xero is really basic in the respect of casual employees in terms of it's got timesheets, and timesheets can be submitted and then approved, and that flows through to payroll. If you're looking at rostering, you're probably going to want to start moving away from Xero and looking at some of the other products that are out there. There's Employee Hero and a couple of other ones. You really need to investigate. There's so many products out there on the market these days, and just find what fits your needs. So like if you've got rostering, or you need to schedule in availabilities and you need employees to schedule in their availabilities and stuff, I probably would lean away from Xero. But for casual employees, it does what it needs to do. It's got timesheets that can be easily submitted. I'd say, from that perspective, the advantage of automation is that it's helping with your time management by getting employees to do a lot of that work for you, submitting timesheets and you just having to approve them and it flowing through automatically. It's making life a lot easier for business owners these days.
Yeah, time is money.
Cool. I guess the final thing and the biggest thing, that we touched on is stat obligations. So there's a lot of businesses out there that have breached their stat obligations, underpaying staff, underpaying super. There's a big thing out at the moment with super amnesty, giving businesses the opportunity to back pay super and be able to deduct it. So the benefits of something like Xero, it's got automated super. Plug in the numbers, it sends you a message saying your super's ready to submit, asks you to approve it, and bang, off it goes. You don't have to think about it these days. It's for some of the products out there, they pick up on the Modern Award and they actually do automated pay increases. So a lot of businesses have been caught out recently underpaying staff because they haven't picked up those pay increases. in terms of, you know, as soon as someone's age changes, they turn 18, then there's an automatic pay increase, or if the base rate minimum wage increases, then you've got the minimum wage increases automatically picked up. So I'm not 100% sure on Xero. I don't believe it does that. It's more of a, you've got to process the pay amounts in there, whereas some of these other products out there will automatically pick up on those changes, which is really fantastic when you don't want to get caught out with those problems.
Yeah, I guess especially with super, if you want it to be deductible at the end of the quarter, it's good to know exactly how much you have to pay, and then it's all done and sorted and you can pay it, and then it's deductible for your business, which is handy.
Yeah, sure. And some of these products out there, they also help with payroll tax, so calculation of payroll tax and making sure you're on the right track there, and automating payments with that, tracking your obligations in terms of leave, annual leave, long service leave, sick leave, all of that kind of stuff. Especially there was a case recently where sick leave got changed to you were automatically getting 10 days a year, and now the High Court have actually ruled that it's now based off your work hours. So Xero automatically changed to pick up the 10 days, and now it will change back to pick up. So without us having to muck around, it's really handy. You know, we've got someone else out there monitoring that information and feeding it back into our software, so we don't have to think about it.
Certainly does simplify it when you don't have to go back through and do it all yourself. It just automatically updates all of like the awards and new court case rulings and stuff like that, so that's certainly handy for small businesses that I guess might not be privy to that information when it comes out. So if Xero or whatever software they use is automatically doing it for them, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Simple.
for sure. And it definitely cuts down, like from an accounting perspective, it cuts down on the amount of time that us as accountants have to spend time going through your payroll and double checking, making sure your super's been met. There's a lot of things that are making it easier from everyone's point of view, and then it means that us as accountants can spend more time on the valuable stuff that we can add to your business, not just picking up on compliance issues.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good. Have a good day, everyone.